Prince Harry and Meghan will officially end royal duties on behalf of the Queen from the 31st of March. They're in a transition period and the details of how their split will work will be reviewed in 12 months. Rhiannon Mills has the details.
It was very soon after Harry and Meghan announced that they wanted to step back as senior royals that the royal family got together. They had those talks in Sandringham and finally came up with that deal to try and make it happen for the Sussexes. But at the time, back in January, there were still a number of questions that needed to be answered. Mainly, when exactly was this new transition period going to start? Well, today we have had confirmation that the spring transition is going to start on the 31st of March. But if we needed any reminder of how complex all of this is, a palace source has said that as there is no precedent for this new model of working and eventual financial independence, the royal family and the Sussexes have agreed on an initial 12-month review to ensure that the arrangement works for all parties. And I think that shows that this won't just have an impact on the life of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, but also the impact that it may have on the wider royal family. Also, we understand that from the start of April, it'll mean that they will no longer have an office here at Buckingham Palace because they'll no longer be carrying out those official duties. That also ties in with the fact that I think it was last week we found out that they were going to make a number of their staff redundant. There's, of course, been this big question about what exactly happens with the Sussex royal brand. We've been speaking about it throughout today, because there's been suggestions in some of the papers that the Queen has put her foot down and said that they can no longer use the royal in Sussex royal because it could be seen that they are trying to trade off the royal name. Simply within what the palace sources have told us is that really that is being reviewed at the moment. It would in some ways make sense that they wouldn't be able to use royal, but we still wait and find out exactly what their new foundation is going to be called. After the Queen announced that they had come up with this new deal, Prince Harry did allude to the fact that he wasn't entirely happy with how all of this was playing out. One of the things that he talked about was his military honorary roles. Today, something that may placate him slightly, it has been announced that he is going to retain those honorary military positions. But over that 12-month period, as this transition kicks in, he won't be carrying out any official duties on their behalf.